All right, time to keep it rolling and go out to Bucky Brooks' crib. Talk some more NFL, talk some more Tua Tagovailoa. Bucky, a huge proponent of Tua, and actually believes Tua has more upside than the Heisman Trophy winner, Joe Burrow, the guy that everyone expects to be the #1 overall pick tonight. Marcellus, get us rolling. Is Bucky crazy here for thinking that Tua has more upside than Joe Burrow?
No, he's not crazy. He absolutely has a higher upside than Joe Burrow. He had a perfect college career, damn near. We're talking about Joe Burrow because he had a perfect season, forgetting the other 3 years and when he had to transfer schools and didn't have the greatest junior year at LSU. So there's still a conversation of, is Joe Burrow a one-hit wonder? And I don't believe that, but it's still a conversation. You can't have that conversation with Tua. If you look at Tua, every single pass is so beautifully placed. It's like a long handoff. And there's a big difference in quarterback ball placement. Some guys throw the ball where you can catch it. Well, Tua's so damn great, he throws the ball where you can't drop it. And that is the difference. The ball is exactly where he wants it to go. Absolutely correct. I'm with you. You're right. Tua has the higher upside.
You know, the thing about Tua is if you go all the way back prior to the season, the conversation was tank for Tua. And for the majority of the season, until maybe midway until he got hurt, Tua Tagovailoa was the guy that we universally celebrated as the #1 quarterback in this class. When you look at his career, 87 touchdowns, only 11 interceptions. You look at the last 2 years in back-to-back seasons, in 2018, 43 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. This season prior to his injury, 33 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. He's been consistent, and Marcellus will like this because I view him as a left-handed version of Drew Brees. He's quick, he's accurate, he's decisive, he has A+ leadership skills. And for me, a franchise quarterback has to be someone that can elevate the play of those around him. Having been around him since he was a high school player, he has those traits. Is one of the reasons why I'm willing to go all in on Tua Tagovailoa being an outstanding player at the next level.
Guys, I was trying to get to my dictionary here to make sure that we all had an understanding of what a ceiling is. And so if you could just look up right now, you're in your home, that's a ceiling. And so I just want both of y'all to know that. And so in college, Joe Burrow got higher up than Tua Tagovailoa. In college, winning the Heisman Trophy, the greatest season we've ever seen from a college quarterback. He led his team start to finish to the national championship, won the Heisman Trophy, had the greatest season we've ever seen from a quarterback. Now, maybe he didn't sustain the jump as high as Tua for sustaining it, because Tua started more games and played at Alabama. But in terms of who jumped the highest, who had the highest vertical jump, whose ceiling got the highest, it was Joe Burrow. So maybe Tua's a better prospect, but it's hard to me, based on what they did in college, to argue Tua has a higher ceiling.
Oh, man. Look, let's be real about this. Apartment ceiling, where you at, Whitlock, right now, there's only one level. You get into these houses, we got 2 stories, 3 stories. There's different ceilings. You got to keep looking. There's another ceiling up there, and it's called Tua's ceiling. Tua had a higher passer efficiency rating this year than Joe Burrow, but he got injured and didn't qualify because of minimum starts. But he was even having a better year than Joe Burrow in Joe Burrow's perfect year. And don't act like Tua doesn't already have a championship himself. The guy had a better career and was having a better year than the guy who said he had a perfect season. So it's a different ceiling when you talk about Tua.
Yeah, I think it is a different ceiling. I think when you look at Tua and Tua's national championship, you have to remember he came off the bench as a true freshman, not a redshirt. A true freshman delivers dimes in that championship game against Georgia to lead Alabama back. And everyone will talk about Joe Burrow, and Joe Burrow is a fantastic prospect. But also understand, Joe Burrow is older than Lamar Jackson. Joe Burrow is a fifth-year player, an experienced player at the collegiate level, where there are some advantages that come with being an older player playing against college kids. And then when you think of the fact that he is a son of a college coach, his dad was a longtime defensive coordinator at Ohio. he certainly understands the game at a level that maybe some young quarterbacks don't. I do wonder when he gets to the National Football League and he doesn't have this new system that Joe Brady sprung on the SEC, can he exist? Can he deliver? Can he be the guy that everyone is expecting? Because remember, when we envision a guy coming off the board, number 1 overall, we're thinking about him being a gold jacket guy, a Hall of Fame caliber guy, someone that when he walks in the room, you're saying, this is the best guy on the squad. I'm just not necessarily convinced that he has always been that throughout his career.
Woo. Listen, both of y'all made excellent points, and so I'm just nitpicking here. And so I'm going to nitpick this way. Did y'all just hear Bucky just try to argue that coming off the bench as a freshman late in the season and winning the national championship, somehow that's better than being the starter day one, having the most incredible season we've ever seen from a quarterback, winning the Heisman Trophy and winning the national championship, coming off the bench late in the season somehow equates to that. That's just me nitpicking. I get y'all's point because there are different levels, and now we're at the NFL level as opposed to the college level. I get y'all's point.
And Whitlock, I can't let you go off of this because I love you singing the praises of Joe Burrow, but I just want you to think about it in this context. Joe Burrow and Dwayne Haskins competed for a job at Ohio State. Dwayne Haskins won the job. They're trying to run Dwayne Haskins out of Washington right now. So I just want to add some context. It may not mean anything, but I'm saying the guy that we're celebrating as having the best season we've ever seen in college, he couldn't beat out Dwayne Haskins at Ohio State.
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to text you Urban Meyer's phone number so you can have that argument with him. I didn't make that decision. I wasn't involved with that decision. Take that up with Urban Meyer. That's a knock on him, not a knock on Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow showed you what he could do putting the right offense. But anyway, hey, great job, Bucky. Thank you. All right.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. And be sure to check out more of the best clips from Speak For Yourself or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.